Okay, so here's my quick tutorial on how to deal with the unturned BowieD NPC Maker. First, you're going to start off with creating a character. Give it a name, so let's go with Sigma Mike. And then the display name will be what you see in-game, what the player sees. Character ID, which you want to randomize, so like, just do that. And then start dialogue, which is needed for the next part. So let's go with that. Over here is where you customize what the NPC looks like. Face, you change what they look like. Hair color, skin color, haircut, beard. Here you put in all the IDs that you can go to Unturned on Google and find what the IDs are for the certain items. And here you can give the NPC certain equipment to hold. So you could say like a gun or a pickaxe, whatever you want. Moving on the dialogue. You create a new thing and you put in what we just had. You put in the dialogue ID. Message page right here. This is for what the NPC says. So you say like, hello. I misspelled. Hello. And then you add what you want the player to be able to say. So let's see. Let's take a look. Here you would add, say you want to go to another dialogue. You would add the dialogue here and you would, or actually, you would duplicate this and you would put in the dialogue ID from right here. And then for this one, this takes you over to vendor. So let's go to vendor. Create a new one. Type in that thing we just had. Here you can have items or vehicles. The vehicles, you would have to put in a spawn point. So you would go in game, create a node, give that node an ID or a name. You would assign that ID or name right to this spawn point. That's where it will spawn in game. So that way you don't have it drop down right on top of you in case you're in a building or something where the NPC is. Then you put the cost and then the ID of the vehicle. The conditions make it where you can have where the player has to have a certain item, a certain currency, has a certain amount of kills or a quest done. And then rewards, which it gives you something. So if you complete the thing by giving the NPC or you buy the item, you'll receive either an achievement, currency, the list goes on. And then here you can put the vendor name, description, which the vendor name would just be Mike, and then description would be whatever they sell. And then over here is quest. So for quest, there's a lot of things to do with quests. I don't really do quests personally. That would be another tutorial. And then currency, if you want to create your own custom currency, you would type in the currency GUID, which is if you had made a custom currency and it's in your folder, you put that in there and then you do all this stuff. And then here, when you're finally about to export it, you want to look through here and make sure you don't have any criticals. If you have any warnings, those are fine. But once you're all done, you can go to File, Export. See, we have a critical, so we have to go and change. We have to go and get rid of this. And now we can get rid of that. And now we can export it. So we'll export it here. Yes. We'll export it right here. We'll name it Test NPC. Go to Results folder. We'll open up this. Here we'll go to our Steam, Common, Unturned, and now we'll go over to Maps. Here's my folder. Go on the bundles. And we'll create a new folder called NPCs. In the NPCs folder, you should have a characters, dialogue, and vendors, and or quests if you have that. For example, I don't have any of those in there, so for now, I'll just drag these, put them over in the NPC, and now you're done. But if you want your map to be public with the NPCs, you would, for example, like copy the location and then take it over to Unturned. that is all for today's tutorial. Part 2 will include a quest and like a full in-depth tutorial if you guys want anything else.